Our setup includes a sealed black enclosure blocking ambient light with a built-in red LED as the light source, about 620 to 660 nanometer. There is collimating lens used to transform the divergent ray from the source into a narrow beam parallel to each other. Water flows through a transparent flow cell inside, crossing the red LED beam. This flow cell will be a small tube made of glass. Small peristaltic pump is used for controlled flow to ensure repeatable measurements. The optical path as well as the path length which is kept short to ensure strong stable signals. Photodiode detectors are strategically placed, one at 90 degree, perpendicular to the light beam, captures side scatter, sensitive to particle structure and size, internal complexity and granularity. A small aperture placed in front of a photodiode detector serves to limit the field of view and reduce background light or stray light hitting the detector. This helps improve measurement accuracy by allowing only light from a specific well-defined region to reach the photodiode while blocking unwanted light from other directions. A focusing lens is placed in front of the photodiode to concentrate or focus the incoming light onto the active area of the photodiode. This enhances the efficiency and sensitivity of the photodiode by ensuring that as much light as possible is directed onto its sensing surface. A polarizer installed before the photodiode to measure polarized scattered light, enhancing ability to distinguish polymer types. A bandpass filter is placed in front of the photodiode to allow only specific wavelength range, that is 620 to 660, through blocking stray ambient light and increasing signal quality. A second forward scatter detector placed horizontally ahead of the light, slightly offset from the beam, picks up strong signals for larger particles. All electronics are shielded within a black box and integrated RF communication modules wirelessly using Wi-Fi transmit the measurement signals, letting the sensor operate remotely. Using a camera with CMOS camera module, image features like blob size and brightness can also be extracted and analyzed by machine learning methods. Camera is placed at 45 degree so that it specifically captures the illuminated region. It sends raw images for further analysis. After data is collected by the hardware sensors in a microplastic detection device, the further process involves data acquisition, processing with machine learning, back-end storage, and front-end visualization. Photodiodes side and forward scatter convert the collected optical signal into voltage spikes or analog signals. These analog signals are captured and digitized using Arduino. Raspberry Pi or Jetson Nano board receive digitized sensor data and image frames via wired connection from Arduino and camera respectively. Analog signals are filtered for noise, spikes are detected, and features like peak intensity, width, area are extracted for each detected particle. Images are passed through pre-trained CNN models to extract features like blob size, shape, and brightness used for estimating particle size and type. Extracted numeric features and image analysis results for each event are formatted into JSON objects. These data packets are transmitted wirelessly to the backend. Transmission is encrypted or authenticated for reliability. Node.js backend with Express.js API receives the data, checks for validity, and stores it into PostgreSQL database. Each entry contains timestamp, sensor location, features like scatter, polarization, blob size, machine learning prediction, and raw image references. Data is indexed for fast search, historical analysis, and aggregation. Flutter or Dart front-end apps query the back-end using REST API endpoints. End users like researcher and operator view real-time plots of microplastic count, size distribution, polymer classification, time series dashboard with historical trends, individual sample result, raw images, and model output as visual overlays. Alerts or notification if high concentration or abnormal reading detected. Users can configure sampling parameter, download result, export reports, or trigger recalibration remotely. Data stored in the backend can be used to retain machine learning model, improve feature extraction, and explore new polymer classification algorithm. Backend algorithm may aggregate result across sites or sensors, deriving statistical summaries, trend analysis, or geospatial visualizations. Users can trigger resampling, calibrate sensors, download datasets, and visualize location based trends.